Wait, so are you recording the screen?
Yep, I'm recording the screen. So whatever I say right now, yes. Most likely the loudest voice it hears first. But if you guys all speak, then it starts to project.
Shut up.
All right, there you go. Now we've got Felix's voice on YouTube eventually. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. There's a couple of ways to do this. You can use the formula straight up the bat. You know, you can look at it horizontally. So all your x values and all your y values, you can apply it. So I'm going to use the formula first, and then I'm going to draw the diagram so you can see how. Oh, it's a bit sensitive. Oh, what happened there? Did it die?
No, it's up.
Oh. Well, it's recording funny now. Okay, here we go. So we're going to use our formula. It says distance from A to B. So A, B, it's not calibrated as well, so that doesn't work. It doesn't work. Technology. Let's go back to original. Now it's just not going to be recorded, that's all. We've got square root of x2 minus x1. You can think of these coordinates. You have an x coordinate and a y coordinate. X coordinate, y coordinate. All you have to do, call one of them 1 and 2. I normally just look horizontally from -2 to 3. I want to know what the distance is. So you should think of it as, yeah, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. You can count that. Okay, or you can minus it. 3 subtract a -2. That gives you 5. Okay, so you can work that out, or you can look at it horizontally. All logical. Okay, no memorization here. So I'm just looking at this, I'm saying that's -2, so I'm starting from this point, and I'm going all the way to 3. Clearly from -2 to 3, you can count the number of hops. You can say that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can say 3 subtract -2. It's the same thing as saying 3, 2 negatives make a positive, 5. Same thing. Okay? So now I know the distance is 5 horizontally. Distance horizontally, vertically, 1 to 4. So you think about it vertically, 1 to 4, 2, 3. You can 1, 2, 3. You can say it's 3. So you can draw the diagram and count it, or you can just work it out mathematically. 1 to 4, 4 take away 1 is 3. Okay, so you can write it here. So you can say plus 4 take away 1 squared. That gives you a distance of 3. Okay, so you can call this x1, y1, x2, y2, y2, and use the formula. Okay? And that gives you 3 squared. So your answer should be root of 5 squared is 25 plus 9 root of 34. Okay? Keep the positive value. Reject the answer if it's an application.
Is that correct?
Yeah. Root of 34.
Wait, but why did you before go plus minus?
Oh, because I was talking about an application. At this point, they're just saying find the distance, so we just jump to the answer. But normally, if I were doing the test and they gave you something like this, I would have expected a plus or minus, but I would tell you. This is what we call a short answer question. Find the distance, so they tell you. Normally, an application question, they don't say find the distance. They say how far is it from Daniel from Jackson.
What's the root of it?
Simplify it.
No, like, what is it? It's not mine.
So you can even calculate.
We're talking about the distance from A to B.
Oh, yeah.
So root 34 is just a bit less than 6.
It doesn't matter.
So
It would say, do you have to put it, would it say like meters or something? Or would you
Yes, it would say meters. So that's what I'm saying. This is a short answer question. It doesn't tell you the kilometers or meters. So you just leave it as root 34. Okay?
It's a short answer. You convert it to decimal.
Unless they tell you. That's actually a good question what Felix just asked. In year 11 and 12, we're very pedantic with whether we leave it as what we call exact values or exact answers versus approximate answers. Okay, now in year 11 and 12, especially year 12, your answers are always going to be in exact answers unless otherwise stated. Okay, so if the question doesn't say round to 2 decimal places or round to the nearest whole number, then you always leave your answer as an exact. Okay, and it will always say in your test and SACs, it will say at the very front, it will say answers, all answers in the booklet must be in exact answers unless otherwise stated. Okay, so you'll see that if you checked every year 12 SAC or test or exam, it'll have that statement. Okay?
answers are root?
Yes. correct answer with the root. If the question says round to 2 decimal places and you left your answer here, then you lose a mark because you didn't answer the question. The question said, I want you to round it, then you round it. Okay? We'll talk more about rounding when we start using calculators as well. There's common mistakes that students commonly make, and I'll tell you what to avoid. But for now, keep all your answers in exact unless they ask otherwise. Okay? Any questions there? That's the distance formula. We're all good? All right, and the last one. Let's go to the midpoint. We'll go back to that question as well. So much time do I have? Yeah, I should have enough time. All right, here we go. Midpoint. Midpoint's interesting because if I gave you this, if I gave you 2 points, these 2 points over here, 0, 1, and 4, 1. Okay, so I'll write the coordinates here. This is 4, 1, 0, 1. Yeah? And if I asked where the midpoint is 2, 1. 2, 1. Right. Now, how do we know that?
It's in between the 2 points. In the middle.
Mathematically, what did you do? Divide what by 2? What highest number? 4. So if I move this down to this point, so this is now negative 1, 1, would you then divide the distance by 2? Okay, so this is key word here. So you see what I'm doing with you, or when I'm questioning you, I'm trying to get you to think logically. Because yes, most of us know the answer is 2, 1. If I was holding it, giving you points between 0 and 4 horizontally. But what I want to know is the process of how did you get there? Because as soon as I change this, if let's say it's not horizontal, let's say I went with this point to this point now. Provided that I drew this correctly, we would say that the midpoint would be roughly there. Yeah? Yeah. And the reason why you know is because you're kind of like, well, this is 2 across, another 2, so that's a distance of 4. So halfway would be here. This is halfway horizontally. Then you looked at vertical, you're like, well, from here to here, that's 1 up, 1 down, so this has to be in the middle. So you joined the middle, and you said, okay, it had to be there. That's what you were doing logically. But it gets interesting or more difficult when I start doing something like, let's say that point there. Then I ask you, where's the midpoint? Now we can all roughly guess it. We're like, oh, maybe about there, yeah? And what we're doing, when you say roughly about there, what you're doing in your head is what I'm trying to teach you. What you're doing in your head is you're trying to guess where is the middle horizontally and where's the middle vertically. That's what you're actually trying to do. Okay, when it's horizontal, it was easy. When it was obvious that it was 4 across and 2 up, that was easy to figure out because you can say half of this and half of that. When I give you decimal points or fractions, then it gets a bit tricky. We can't really find the exact. So the question is, what is the method? And the method is what you did logically. You have to know what you did. So what you did was you said half vertical, half horizontal distance. It wasn't just the largest number, it was the distance. Okay, so to find the distance, how do you find horizontal distance again? What do you do? You can count it, or? What do you do? Let's say if I gave you 2.75, 3, and I gave you another coordinate, I said 3.82 and 5.71.
You have to draw it first.
You can draw it, but how do I find horizontal distance, vertical distance? You just did it just now.
Oh, you square root.
You don't square root. No, you can't square root to find the distance. Yes. Yeah. Now it helps if you draw the diagram. It helps that 2.75, let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2.75 might be about there. Okay, 2.75 horizontally. So let's just do a mark there. I'm going to do a mark there. That's where it is. And then this is your x value. To the next x value is 3.82. So horizontally, 2.75 to 3.82. Let's say 3.82 is here. If I want to know what the distance is, you just naturally find it by saying take the largest number minus the smallest number. It's like what you did before. 4 take away 1, distance between it is 3. Distance between 3 and 2, so if this is 3 and this is 2, distance is 1. But how did you do that? You said 3 take away 2 gives you a distance of 1. Yeah? So same thing here. If you want to find a distance horizontally, you would say 3.82 take away 2.75, whatever that answer is, that tells you the distance horizontally. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, so once you know the horizontal distance, what was the step next? What do you do afterwards? Once you know, if you knew this was from here to here was 4, how do you find the middle? What do you do? Divide by 2. So you would say, all right, find the distance at x2 minus x1, then divided by 2. Now you've got your horizontal distance, then you need vertical distance. It'll be the same thing. You'll say whatever y2 is minus y1, that will tell you vertical distance. But then once you've got the vertical distance, you want to find the middle. So how do you find the middle of that?
X2 minus x1.
And divide by 2. And you halve it. Because you want to find the middle of anything, you halve it. Yeah?
Go down.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, if you get 2 divided by 2, you get 1. 1 would be down there. You have to plus.
Yeah, but this is currently, this coordinate here is 3, 2. So that's a coordinate 2. But this coordinate over here is 3, 4. So vertically, 2 to 4, vertically, so the y coordinates.
Yeah.
2 divided by, we know this is 1.
Yeah,
So this distance
halfway.
is 1. Good. Excellent. Fantastic. So, after saying all that, what I really wanted you to understand is you don't have to memorize the midpoint formula because, again, it's horizontal distance, half. Vertical distance, half. And that gives you the coordinates of where your new point is. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the formula for it, which is right there. And that's exactly what you're doing with me. Okay, but the question is, why are they doing x1 plus x2 and divided by 2? Whereas what I did with you was I was finding the distance between it and halving it. Why are they doing plus? Can anyone explain to me?
What is the colony?
Common coordinates. So midpoint, this is your x coordinate and that's your y coordinate. Yeah? So they're telling you the formula to find out the x coordinate, put in the formula to find out the y coordinate.
Give you the value of x.
This is a formula.
Sums up everything.
It sums up, but why? Why does this one work? Just because I tell you that it works? Why does it work? Logically, someone explain to me why it works.
It's like all the steps put in one.
Yes, but how? How did this come about? What is this actually doing? Can someone explain? It is the average. You see, a lot of the times we all know how to find the average, but a lot of us don't know what the average means. See, the average means that whatever the amount you have,
Divided by how much there is.
yes, and because you only got 2 numbers, when you sum it all up, this is the total, you halve it, that means it's fair on both sides. Think of it as money. If you think of it as money, if every one of us here right now, if you got $1, $2, $10, $5, $6, okay? Right now, if I want to evenly distribute half to students and half to me, the only way to do that is if I summed all of our money together, I find out the total. So if we all had $100 in total, then I can say, all right, $50 to students and $50 to me. Yeah? But what I can't do is I can't say, take Ryan's money, so $10, subtract it from Felix's, and find the difference between that. That doesn't tell me how to share it. See, that's the problem with this one. That doesn't tell me the coordinates. It tells me the distance. You said 1 before, which is correct. 4 take away 2 does tell me 1, but the coordinate here is not 1. The coordinate here is 3 for the y value. Okay, so that's why what I just taught you only tells you the distance from this point to the next. You only go 1 up. That's what you know. But it doesn't tell you where the coordinates are. This formula, what it does is it says, take all your x values, your minimum range to your maximum range, add it, find out the maximum, and then halve it. Because when you halve it, it tells you where the middle is, x coordinate wise. If you add the vertical minimum and maximum, and then you halve it, that tells you where the average is vertically. That's why it works. Okay? That's why a lot of students will tend to memorize the midpoint, or sometimes they try to do it, counting wise. If it's horizontal, it's pretty easy. But a lot of the times they don't realize the average is what you're actually doing. All you're doing is you're taking the sum. And the easiest way to remember it is money. So if you just think about every one of you right now, if you have $1, $2, $10, and we want to do 50-50. I want to get 50% of it, you want to get 50% of it. The only way to do that is we take it all, we add it all together, and we halve it. It's the same thing horizontally and vertically. Add it all together, halve it. Add it all together, halve it. Okay, and that will tell you the medium happy point, where I get $50 and you get $50. Or actually, you guys share it between 25 kids. Okay? $2 each. Woo! All right. How do we feel with that formula there? Does that make more sense? Yeah, because for exercise 2A, that is what you're doing. Okay, now the questions are on your, it's on your Schoology, okay? But I'm gonna just get you to practice these 2 questions before the end. There's only about 5 minutes left. So let's try these 2. Find the midpoint of the line segment joining these pairs of points. And let's have a go with these. Oh,
Oh, too late, so.
wait, wasn't it 50? Oh, I was wrong. All right. Well, tomorrow we'll do some exercises as well, and I'll record that lesson better. Try to get my technology working. But thank you.
Thank you.
You've been fantastic. It's been amazing. Get on to Schoology if you haven't. The next week I'm not here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So get yourself
I'm just carrying the diary the whole time, and I didn't realize.
Let's end this video.
That was the pet poop diary I accidentally stole.